And then there was a time that you came to me and you said, dude, it's dark. I can't see a light.
Yeah, it was.
Why did you trust me?
Let me be honest with you, né? Just gonna be, and I know some other people will resonate with this. We as men, we haven't built a safe space for me to come to a man and say, hey man, this is really what is really I'm going through, especially when it comes to relationship. It is hard for me to come to say to my friend, I got cheated on. This is what this woman has done to me. This is what, because of we as men, we tend to view such moment as a weakness. To say you can't be weakling. I remember when you still remember my breakup, right? I remember I tried to speaking to this other friend of mine. He said, "Weak man, boy." That's what he said.
He was strong.
He said, "Weak man."
Weak.
And then it clicked to me and says like, we have been made to think that we can't feed anything. So coming to a woman, she understands emotion. And it was very dark. I can tell you that day, on that weekend before I texted you, I remember on that weekend, this good friend of mine, the other people call him Magic. He's a good friend. He's an older brother to me. I remember he took me to Valley. He could see that I was going through it.
Yeah.
But then trusting him with what I was going through that particular time, it was, to him, it was not going to make sense because of men psychologically, they've been structured
to be strong.
I don't want to be strong. I just want to let it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be strong. I just want to let it out. And then we had a joy in Valley, his colleague, and then he made us food and everything. And then we came back and then we chill. Me and him, we sit for hours. We can sit for hours.
But they couldn't see that there was something off.
He could see, but then how do you approach it?
Okay.
How do you approach it? How do you make me talk?
Okay.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
And then that was the darkest day of my life. And then I came back home, and then it was just dark. And then I trusted you because of you could feel what I was feeling because of it's in women's nature to be emotional and say, hey, this is what I'm going through now. And then I trusted you enough because of I know that the wisdom that comes from you, it's out of this world, so that it was going to be much easier for me if I could speak. And then I spoke, and till this day, I'm still very grateful that I spoke to you, because of I could have decided to take it otherwise.
Did you go that far that I'm sorry if you're not comfortable with this? Did you think of?
I was suicidal. Yes, I was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not gonna lie. I was suicidal because of nothing was making sense at that particular time. As a person, you can take it. You can take it. You can only take much. You can only take much, and especially if you have always been the strongest person around your circle as well. To say, hey, this is what I'm going through. You always the one who's always making sure everyone is alright.
Yeah.
Me, I'm always giving. Reciprocating, it's just optional. You reciprocate. Me, when I help, I don't help with the intentions of
getting expecting something in return.
Hence, that's why when I love, if someone decides to do it otherwise, then it's fine. It's up to them. But then that does not mean that I'm not gonna love anymore.
When I grow up, I wanna be like you. When I grow up, I wanna be like you. I wanna be in a space where I exhaust all my resources.
Yeah.
And then be proudly and so boldly say, I've exhausted all my. I could have, if only. Exhaust all of them so that when now it's not working out, I can sit and sleep peacefully.